This is Hollywood superstar Hugh Jackman. Welcome to Series 4 of the Dad Tales podcast. These two are the real greatest showmen. Sit back and enjoy.
I'm going to definitely cut this bit out.
So the question is...
We don't ever find the answer out. But that's like being in between like your mum and your dad.
Hang on for a second. We've had that one. What are you talking about? So what was the age?
If I can hear you, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Testing, 1, 2, testing.
Good evening.
We never do a test.
No, we don't.
We just go in and then we'll download it and see if there's any recording.
Best way to do it. And then we'll do it again 3 times if need be.
Yeah.
Always. Got no better off with our lives.
Foot all. Happy Dad Tales Day.
Happy Dad's Day. What a game on Tuesday night by England. My God. Couldn't believe it. 5-0 Southgate changing team. Unbelievable.
Doing what the fans wanted.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it.
Great game, one.
Yeah. And when he took his top off and threw his blazer around, I mean, I was loving life.
I know, and I can't believe that tattoo of,
him cuddling Harry Maguire on his back. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a tattoo.
And both Nick's pierced.
Yeah, I know. With the chain connecting him, I couldn't believe it.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Wonder if there's a Prince Albert that goes to that chain on.
It's the quiet ones you got to watch.
Yeah. So.
Interesting. How's your week been?
All right. How's yours been?
It's been good. I've had a good week. And there's something that I just need to...
By the way, if any of that's right, I can't wait.
Yeah, can you imagine?
just him having his nipples pierced up do me, do you know what I mean?
I definitely think he has.
Go on, so what are you going to say before I interrupted?
It would have been that last week's podcast, we did a podcast last week on strange laws. And
Yeah.
Didn't we?
Oh, yeah, no.
You're out the show.
Sorry. Yeah, I scanned that forward, sorry.
That's all right, because I know you're excited.
I'm always excited.
Of strange laws, apparently it has become a drinking game.
Has it really?
Yeah. The Dad Tales podcast has become a drinking game whenever the word illegal is said during that podcast, you take a shot.
Nice.
Yeah. And I said, it was Lexi that told me this. She says, yeah, I watched it. And I listened to it to go to sleep with, but it was too funny that I couldn't get to sleep.
What a liar. Just making you feel better.
Yeah. And then she said, we're going to turn this into a drinking game.
Because we said illegal that many times.
And I said, well, what you could do is listen to other podcasts. And whenever one of us says, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm really
And you could have different... So I think this might be something we could bring out for Christmas.
Oh, let's do
We'll
it.
create our own Dad Tales.
Listen to episode 31, and if we say this word...
Yeah.
Certain episodes have certain...
That's all right. It'll be a board game before long.
Oh, I can't wait.
So that happened this week, so that's exciting.
Yeah, but also, Lad Bible must have listened to our podcast.
Of course they did.
Because what was their story this week? All about strange laws.
They're always listening.
And they put that on, so as a podcast dropped on Thursday morning, that was on Friday morning.
So they picked it up, listened to it, and then gone.
To be fair, Dad Tales, Lad Bible does copy a lot of stuff these days.
They do.
It just recycles things its own stuff.
Yeah. I refuse to like stuff of theirs because it's not their stuff, it's just
Not anymore.
stuff that they've got other stuff. And they're all the Bibles.
Yeah.
Lad, Sport,
Baby
God.
Bible. God Bible.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, God Bible, yeah. Baby Bible. Baby.
I don't know.
That's not a Baby Bible, is it?
Me neither. Weekend, Total Warrior.
I saw it, yeah.
Me and Ellie Total Warrior on Saturday.
Good fun?
It was really good fun, yeah. It was one of them where, at the time you're going, oh, this is hard, this is really hard. Tainted slightly by me losing my Apple Watch. So that obviously spoilt it a bit because it was on the first wet activity. You had to check this out. You had to jump over fire into a big pool of water. Over the fire, in the water, come up, boom, watch missing.
Did you realise straight away it's off?
I realised straight away.
So you know it's in there somewhere.
So it's in there.
So
it's not a place that you could sort of fish around either. So that sort of tainted the rest of it because I was obviously a bit gutted and it was hard to. And then Ellie had hers on and I'm constantly going, have you still got yours? Have you still got yours?
Yeah.
So that sort of spoiled it a bit, but it was good fun. Good fun. Definitely want to do it again next year.
Uh-huh.
I think it'd be good as a big group, but it was certainly fun doing it.
Good.
And not
warm,
being in any.
wasn't it?
It was warm.
Yeah.
Not being in any rush, which was nice.
Yeah.
Just take our time with it. Beautiful place. Bonham Park. Bonham Park. Same place to do Leeds Fest.
Have another go.
It's a park in Leeds. Begins with B. So that was good. Then Sunday went to go pick Lex up from uni. She's home.
Nice.
Whew.
You had fun, didn't you?
You got to breathe. You got to just count to 10. It was good, but what was nice. Now I always try and look for the positives. It was nice to be part of that experience.
Yeah.
I didn't kind of get that with Ellie. Well, I just drove herself home, so that was quite nice. Yeah, so that's it. So that's back till.
Well, technically that's 1 year done, isn't it? That's like 1 year done, which is like a milestone. That's pretty
1
impressive.
year done. Yeah. So back in September, October time.
So I know people can't see it, but that stuff should stay in that corner all,
Yeah.
all summer. Just pick it, scoop it back up, back in carry it goes.
Yeah, that's not all either. There's a lot in kitchen as well that needs washing still. So
Washing.
like bedding.
I think like there's no running water there. Come wash up.
Well, we weren't washing up as we was leaving.
Was you?
Yeah.
I love kids. Brilliant.
The great line was, I cleaned up kitchen earlier on in the week, but then I've lived there for a few days, so it got messy again. How messy? You're one person. You're one human being. You gotta love them because you're not allowed to strangle them.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Frowned upon.
And the reflections of you. So
Yeah, fair point.
so must get something from somewhere from you.
Yeah.
So whether that's learned behaviour or genetically passed down in code behaviour.
Possibly the latter. How's your week been?
Been good, yeah. Like I said to you earlier on, I feel like I'm an old man. I feel really tired just recently.
Do you make noises now when you get up off the settee?
Always, yeah. I've got a problem with my heel, and every time if I sit down for too long, I get up and my whole heel's like seized, and it hurts getting going. I'm retaining water, so my ankles are swelling.
Camel.
Yeah, I'm getting old.
Like a dam.
I've got a big bulge around my midriff. I've fallen to pieces. I've started snoring like really bad. Yeah. No, I've on and off, like I've had a drink and stuff like that. But for the last 3-4 weeks, I've been really bad for snoring, and it's actually affecting me as well as affecting the wife. So it's bad that it's affecting the wife because obviously when I do drop off and go to a deep sleep, I'm snoring. But I'm like not catnapping, but I'm really conscious not to snore. So therefore, I'm like in and out of sleep sort of thing.
Holding back your sleep.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really hard. Like I'm like, this is like it's killing me. Do you know what I mean? It's killing me trying not to snore, knowing I'm gonna snore no matter what I do. But then as soon as like like I can feel myself like trying don't snore. Then I can feel myself go. And then next thing I know, I've been woke up because I've been snoring. I'm like, oh my God, I'm back to square one. So I'm like,
and then that makes you more tired.
Yeah.
Which makes you go to deeper sleep.
Yeah, it's really bad. Really bad.
I always think the things with snoring, when I often hear about couples arguing over snoring, nobody does it on purpose. And no doubt at all that you will do things to piss Amy off.
I snore on purpose.
Just because you can.
Nah, she gets I can't help it.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, it's weird though because she'll snore. And it doesn't really bother me, but I'm a deeper sleeper. So once I'm asleep,
you're just a much chilled out person.
Yeah, but I do get how annoying it is. Like if your cat gets to sleep, you go. I do something like that. That's like a cartoon snore, isn't it?
Like how a dog would snore.
Yeah. To be fair, I probably feel like. It's probably how I snore. So
that's maybe because she's got her hand around your throat.
First thing I googled, how to stop snoring, lose weight. I'm gonna struggle there. Stop drinking alcohol. I'm gonna struggle there again, love. And then it was like there was a couple of things. I was like, nah, we're stuck here, love. I've even bought. I bought a mouthpiece, like a gum shield. God. So I bought a gum shield. It works, right? It's pretty good. So you like bite down on a gum shield, and it like you're like ish all night, and the only problem is it's dry as all because like air's going through this thing, so it's sort of like changes your jaw alignment. So because what it is, I think there's like a fatty bit of bag that gets caught. I have done a bit of research, but so this thing works. The problem is after the night of the week, I probably went to them about 4 in the morning, and then she was like snoring. I was like, I can't. I've got it's in my hand. So at some point, I was to take it out and held onto it. I was just leaving it in my hand, started snoring.
It's probably eating something. I'm never going to eat that sandwich.
I took it out. This is it. It's no good for me. And then the other bit is because like your mouth's open all night. I woke up and there was just like dribble coming down my face. I was like, this can't be right. Do you know what I mean? I'm absolutely.
Isn't that the type of stuff that gives you ulcers as well, don't it?
Dry mouth, yeah. So yeah, but at least I'm trying for her.
Why don't you just get some like earplugs?
Tried it.
What about some like, like big beats?
She's kind of she's a bit sensitive with the ears and stuff. No, she has had earplugs, but they don't really work. Because
spare room.
Earplugs are alright, but when someone's laid right next to you,
Yeah.
and it's quiet in at night, do you know what I mean? So earplugs, when there's a lot of ambient noise, you can get away with it, can't you? But we're trying to sleep, so and they're uncomfortably earplugs inside your ear.
So if anyone's got any tips?
Well, I've resorted to one of us going downstairs to settee. So it's whoever gets pissed off first. Either I get pissed off that I'm being woken up and I'm like, this is now I'm trying to not go back to sleep, like deep sleep. I'm just gonna go downstairs and go into a deep sleep. Or she'll get annoyed because she's woke me a few times, but I'm in and out of a deep sleep. So I'm like oh, no, straight back to sleep. So then she goes downstairs pissed off. So it's whoever blinks first, whoever goes downstairs.
Heck.
So trouble in paradise.
Or not. If one's upstairs, someone's downstairs. Happy days.
It's the right life, that, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if anyone's got any practical tips, I've tried the gum shield. And next thing I'm thinking about one of those machines that go over your mouth, like a proper like a
ball gag
breathing thing. Yeah.
Keep mask.
If it works, I'll do it.
Can you imagine though that if that worked, that stopped you from snoring, then she just woke up and saw that. Not just be rubber mask.
I'm all tied up and chained up. Don't need to be that far.
In for a
I'm going to say mask goes a lot. My arseless chaps on and everything.
On it top half only.
Yeah. So we've had that, and then that's the personal life covered. The kids, we've had a football tournament. We finished second in the tournament with Noah. Football's tournament start forever soon. So got this weekend actually. We've got both in a tournament home. The home tournament. One's on Saturday, one's on Sunday. So
At park.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
So and because now I'm helping out coaching, I'll go down and set up and everything on Saturday and Sunday. So I don't mind. Do you know what I mean?
Does that mean you start drinking early?
No, I won't drink. To be fair, I won't be drinking now. I used to love drinking at home tournament.
Not allowed now.
Not one tournament this year have I actually been drinking while the tournament's been on.
But this is the home one.
Yeah, I still
Walk
won't.
home.
Yeah, I still won't.
We'll see.
I'm tragic kids, man.
Yeah,
It's alright when it's my own kids.
share it out there.
Yeah. Oh, I got drunk on Saturday night.
While you was in charge of your own kids.
Yeah.
Then did you snore?
Yeah. I got very, very drunk. Lot. It was in sun all day long, so I was a bit dehydrated from that. Went straight down to the pub. I don't think I had any tea. I had some dinner, but I didn't have any tea until I got back. I ordered like something for when I got home. But I drank a lot, but yeah, I drank a lot. I was stinking. I was like uncoherent.
Are you still all right on the next day?
Yeah.
Was it not rough Sunday?
No.
Because I was saying to somebody at work today, I always get to a point now where I'm like holding back because I just can't do it with the 2-day hangover.
Oh, see, I'm all right. My problem, I was sick. That's how much I had. I was sick.
Oh, I did that the other week.
So yeah, you did. Yeah. So, but yeah. So, and then Sunday I just couldn't bother to drink. You know, when you've had enough. I could have drank. I had 2 rum and cokes actually one night at a barbecue. I had 2 rum and cokes, but I just couldn't be asked to drink. You know, it was too hot. How weird's that?
Yeah.
Never sent this in my mouth.
That's the time to drink.
But I know. But yeah, so I just couldn't bother. So we go again this weekend. We go again.
Spewing side work, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're older.
Yeah. Yeah. I always get told off as well.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the other thing, isn't it? That you're almost embarrassed to be doing it when this is something I should be doing at 19. 20.
Yeah. I mean, openly admit there's like I have this like level, and it's like I can have a drop over that level, and that's it. I'm sick. Like there's a I think it's about a 9-10 pint, and that I'm gone.
Yeah.
God, do you know what's really bad with me? I'm like adamant. I'm clearly absolutely stinkered, but I talk and behave like I'm stone cold sober. It is unbelievable. So like I'll come in, she's sober, and I'm talking to her like I'm sober. Do you know what I mean? She's like, "Oh, you're absolutely stinking." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'll have you know, I could drive a vehicle. I can barely walk."
And let's talk about this election in a couple of weeks' time. Let's have a real highbrow conversation.
So yeah, so that's my week been.
Do you start making like a really elaborate emotional plans? Like, oh man, I think that maybe we should, just pack up. Let's go to Spain. Let's buy.
Nope.
Let's sell the house. Let's buy a little van.
No,
just me and you with the kids behind.
Never.
You never get to them points.
No.
You're not drunk enough.
You're joking.
You're not
I
drunk
am.
enough.
I am drunk enough. Anyway, Anyway, let's not talk about that too much.
Should we get on to this week's topic?
Let's do it.
Let's do this week's topic. This is what I want. I wanted to know what your opinion was, as always, on this subject of if we was to take something from now and move it back in time, what would be the thing that would people go, holy shit, that's impressive? And I was trying to stay away from the internet.
Yeah.
Flying cars.
Yeah.
Scuba diving.
Yeah.
Oh, scuba diving, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
And what sort of time frame was you pushing yours back to?
So if you went back to like medieval,
yeah,
and a pot noodle, boiling water, food, it's crazy.
So part of what I had in that was one of them cooker taps.
Cooker, oh, those instant hot taps.
Yeah.
Yeah. See.
Well, I'm just thinking to put that alongside the pot noodle because they would have had to put it on a pan.
Yeah.
Fire. And go, well, let's get that.
The problem with that is they won't have electricity. You need electricity for your tap. Whereas I'm thinking, if you just boil the water and pour it into the thing and go, right, 2 minutes, you've got absolutely herbs and spices.
A culinary treat. They would have thought of that as like a.
Oh, in fact, if you give a pot noodle to someone from like Robin Hood's era, they'd be like, what is this? I think.
What's this?
We get there and they've already got pot noodles. You're like, what's that about? And the wrong version.
Italian treat of pasta and vegetables. Have you got a one that sticks out that we can save till the end?
Not really, no.
Oh,
sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've got a bit of stipulation with some of mine.
Like the electricity from my cooker tap.
No, I as always, we have an idea, and I go slightly different about the idea. Like you'll say we're doing this, and then that's what's in your head. So you know what you're doing, but then I have to interpret it. What's happening? If that makes sense, I have a bit of a twist on it. If that makes sense. So for an example. I take a bottle of water with the price tag on, back even just like 50 years ago. Look what they're doing in the future. They're charging me nearly £3 for a bottle of fucking water.
Yeah, well, I've got one. So in my head again, I was probably thinking sort of anywhere between 1920 and 1940, pre-war stuff.
Yeah,
that's sort of the era I was sort of thinking. And I was thinking, how would you explain to somebody about like branded clothing? To go, this is a t-shirt.
Coco Chanel's from World War.
1900. I was just thinking, like, my grandma was born in 1919, and I was thinking, well, that was a lot before like design. I know you had like different classes of people, but I would go, right, I've got this t-shirt that you're wearing. I've got the exact same t-shirt here. This one's from Tesco's. This one's from Crocs.
Crocs?
Yeah, this one's for Crocs. And this is 60 quid dearer.
Yeah.
Because that's how would you explain that to somebody?
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing, but because he's got a little alligator on it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Well, I find this ludicrous anyway. That is the thing. It blows my mind.
And this is in 2024.
I'm like, what is going on here?
Yeah, they're the same thing.
Yeah.
We've talked about, I don't know if we talked about on the podcast, but like tablets, haven't we?
Yeah.
How can we have...
Do you know what? Every time I pick up some tablets, it just reminds me of you, because you are the person that pointed this out.
Drugs.
And I went to get some ibuprofen the other day, and I picked up the ibuprofen, and I picked up for like 19p, I think it was, some home bargain specials. 19p for the ibuprofen. It might be 40p, whatever. Anyway, cheap. Then there was like some upscale ones. There was like £1 something. And then there was some like branded ones that was like, you know, like buyer and buyer. Is it buyer and buyer? So I was like, what are they going to do differently? And it just reminds me all the time.
Yeah.
Guess what John picked up?
The cheap ones.
The cheapest ones, yeah.
Absolutely. Every single time.
Could you want to explain how it works then? If anyone's intelligent out there.
Because surely the ingredients are the same, aren't they?
You'd think so.
Like food, I'm still a bit sceptic, but they'll go, oh, these are carrots that were raised in a barn that were chicken fed and stuff like that.
Yeah, see all that.
And these are...
All that I disagree with. Like, you know, like your vegetables and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That I can't see a difference. When it's like, you know, like I even think like baked beans and stuff like that. It's all the same factory, innit?
Surely.
They just put like a little less sweetener in or something like that and just spice up the recipe.
That's not £4 worth of tin though, is it?
Definitely.
The other thing, like showing somebody in the olden days, like these fancy fruits. When I grew up, we had apples, bananas, pears, oranges, and during summer we had strawberries. Now we've got a kumquat.
I've got a fact for you. I think I might have done this already on a podcast, but I don't know. Do you know what's on top of the Wimbledon trophy? Just because Wimbledon's coming up. Do you know what's on top of the Wimbledon trophy? Do you know the men's singles Wimbledon trophy? Do you know what's on top of it?
Strawberry?
No. I think it would be strong, wouldn't you? It's a piece of fruit.
A kumquat.
A pineapple.
A pineapple.
Because at the time, having a pineapple was like seen as a massive luxury, affluent thing, to the point where people used to rent pineapples. So you go to a dinner party, you'd literally rent pineapples from some aristocracy and say, "Look at me, I can afford a pineapple." You'd rent it and give it back to them after the party's gone. Because it's a sign of like upper class having pineapples.
And now pineapples are for swingers.
Well, pineapples are free. Turn upside down. That's what it is, isn't it?
Now they're for rent boys.
I like this one. Rent boys.
Well, you said to rent.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, to rent pineapples. Yeah. Anyway, fact.
I don't think I've heard that one before.
Okay, yeah, so there you go.
That one.
Yeah, it's good.
Again, you'd probably need a bit of electricity, but a coffee machine. And
Proper barista with like.
Yeah, all that.
Imagine walking up banging on the side. What's that? You'll see. And then you go, just there, just milk that cow. Milk's in.
Got cream on it.
Yeah. I'll do a leaf and everything.
Yeah, a coffee machine is another one that I think.
But
kind of go,
so I'm not
instant,
I'm not pooing on this. But coffee goes back to like Middle Ages.
Yeah, but again, you're not going to get like.
You're not going to get barista coffee like Costa. Do you know what I mean? I get.
I think it's the fact that you could go like tea. Originally, it's all tea leaves, wasn't it? And then a bag appeared. So you kind of go, oh yeah, you can get this cup of coffee if you're rich and you live down that end of town, and you've got these beans and you'll do this with it. No, not with this machine. You will dumph.
I love that sound. What an invention!
Stinks though, doesn't it?
Does it? I don't sniff it. I don't sniff it. What an invention though. The tea bag is. I mean, think about it. What an invention! Someone went, hang on, if I put these leaves in something that's got like an air, I don't know, it's not an aerator, but it's got like a thingy, and then we just chuck it in the bin.
And you're not going to get tea leaves in your mouth.
No. What an invention!
Who was it? I think it was Ellie came up with like sugar tea bags, so you could take them when you're travelling. So, like, how would you if you want to take sugar with you? How would you transport sugar? You'd have a bag or something, wouldn't you? So her thought was like a tea bag that you'd have in whatever, a little box, and you just go drop that sugar in there, it just dissolves into cigarettes. I thought it was a good idea.
Once again, I'm not poo-pooing.
But
do have sugar cubes, them sort of things.
Yeah, there was maybe something else to it of why.
What would be good if you drink your tea and you take it with one sugar and it's already inside the tea bag, so it's already preloaded. So you buy tea bags with, I'm a 2 sugar kind of guy, so you buy a tea bag with 2 sugars already loaded into it, and you just go through the stirring. I tell you what, and 1 sugar and no sugar for tea bags
and milk.
I don't think get around that. Powdered milk inside, yeah, you can do it. Hang on. Just pause the podcast. We're off.
Disappears.
But where's the patenting number? PG tips. Our box.
Disappears on Dragon's Den. On that, again, you sort of still go back. The tea bag itself, the people would have gone, this is impressive, it's like this.
Yeah.
But also, you get flavoured teas, don't you know? But flavoured teas as in like biscuit flavour. And you can have like jam flavour and stuff like that. So you go, oh.
Tea Yorkshire, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm not into all them other fancy teas, but
I mean that triangle tea bag. It's got a note on. Good old Yorkshire square, big square.
I do like a triangle.
I think Yorkshire's good because it's a massive tea bag, packed full of goodness,
full of Yorkshire.
Wow. Picked from those Yorkshire fields in China.
Yorkshire folk, whippets and flat caps and pudding. What else you got?
I would like to take the iPhone 5, I'm not too far back here, just to Steve Jobs and say to him, look, it's no different to the 14 and 13. Since you've gone, no one's doing anything here. All they're doing is making the battery worse, and your mate Tim Cook's in charge. You don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Get back. Better to get back like
the insides of it, aren't you? Just going, just reprogram.
Yeah, you're not helping the consumer. I want to see it like different. I mean, why are iPhone not at the flip already? Why are they not flip? Everyone's jumping to flip
on iPhone.
I don't recall.
I thought there was the try to flip. Was on about phones today. Like your phones as you grow up were like Nokia's, weren't they? And then I went to Motorola Razr, and then it was like iPhones.
See, I started off on a T-Mobile, and it was, I want to say Sony Ericsson or something like that.
Oh yeah. We had the phones that was just all you could do was ring and pretty much ring, wasn't it?
Yeah, my first one didn't text.
Aerial.
Yeah, an aerial, like a pop down thing.
So so you go from that, and then you built into like a Nokia, didn't you? Everybody had a Nokia.
Yeah, everyone had 3310s.
And then Nokia's just went,
boop.
Yeah, it wasn't stop this now. I wonder if people like Apple look at that and go,
there's a trend. Yeah, but I genuinely think now, we're at that pivot point now where Apple could just disappear. And they keep diversifying the market, don't they? Keep changing, do different products to go with their phone, like the watch and all them sort of things.
Sort of point.
But sorry, mate. But I don't know what I was going to say. Yeah, because I meant BlackBerry was like massive, wasn't it? Yeah, and he went, boop, iPhone took it out. But I think Samsung's going to end up running the roost at some point.
Yeah.
Because I thought Huawei was going to take over at one point.
I'm all right, thanks.
Yeah. But that stopped, didn't it? So.
Speaking of Steve Jobs and his mate, Amazon. Just Amazon in general.
Jeff Bezos. Take him back and say, look, you could... Oh, yeah.
What do you want tomorrow?
Do you know what's more impressive? Not only what do you want tomorrow, but you're on this little bad boy. Yeah. Look at this. I can browse.
Yeah.
We need to get to a point, though, because at the moment, I'm really odd shape. And clothes that seem to fit in. Some things fit really nice. Some things, like a large is fucking spectrums like this. It's ridiculous. Yeah. I've never not liked it.
I think clothes have shrunk as well now.
But I don't think shrunk. I just think I could order.
Definitely shrunk.
I could order from one shop, another shop, and a third shop, and not one will be what I'd say large.
Yeah.
It didn't used to be. Large goes from this range to this range. It could be anywhere in that range.
Do you think as well, with people getting bigger, larger would be larger, wouldn't you, as well?
Yeah.
So what was large 10 years ago would be different now, would be larger now.
Well, we have that. If you order something from China, you have to order it bigger, don't you? Because they're smaller. Yeah. It's weird saying that someone's smaller. They're smaller.
They're fat people.
Sounds a bit racist, that.
Quite fatter, aren't they?
No.
Yeah, you imagine trying to explain to somebody, what do you want? You want some biscuits?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you just have a look on this little black device here, just pick your biscuits. You see them on there. And what, you want to go to the shop? Oh, you don't need to, because they'll just bring it straight to your house. Yeah. And what, do you want to pay for postage? No, you don't have to do that as well. They'll just bring it to your house.
And while waiting, you can watch any film you want. That's every thing. You should have to join this company here.
Yeah.
Stream everything you want. That's weird, isn't it?
So you know before where you go to that cinema, but you could only go once a year because that's all you could afford, and it was a family day out.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore. You just do it on that little thing there. Yeah.
Wow. My brain's hurt a little bit in the fact that I think we're in Matrix.
I wonder what it would be like when you went back to try and explain what the future will be like. Just with everything that we've got now.
Because you went back and went, they're like, burn him! He's a witch! Burn him!
If you just think of everything that we do now, even just the stuff that was going on back then, football and things like that, how that's very different. I know things like horses were prime animals, weren't they? And horse racing was a big sort of top spot. If you went, yeah, well now what you do is you bet like this, or you do it like this. You go and you don't have to wear your fancy clothes now. You have a family enclosure. Well, you can take your family and friends. Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it?
Cars.
Still same.
Still same. I've got some on these. This is an interesting one. Like traffic lights.
Go on.
So again, go back to 1920s when nobody had a car. And you go, oh, this concept that we're looking at introducing is traffic lights, which just calms traffic down. It slows it in certain areas. And go, never work. Nobody can afford a car. There's not enough on the roads. Why would you need a traffic calming device? Well, we do.
We do.
They're all fucking over.
Yeah.
Room to booze.
Everywhere.
How would you have explained
that? I don't know. Other thing I've got is, just for fun, this is a fun one.
Oh.
Take the Harry Potter book series and go back to the Salem witch trials and present it as factual information.
Oh.
And say, in the future, which is how bloody real they're here.
Like
and
the Bible.
this is the study of it. That'd be cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that. Yeah. Is the
well, to be fair.
This is a film plot, this, isn't it?
What?
We just created a film plot.
What, if someone went back inside, like,
in the future and like, sell it as this is.
But what, out change the future. Do you know what? like I can do basic magic. I could go down a storm in the Salem times. I'd be drowned in 2 minutes.
Yeah. You'd never be beheaded in the street.
Did you get male witches? Like only wizards are male, but was males presented as witches at Salem?
Like a jester.
No,
Would
that's
that be a witch?
that's the kings. That's kings.
Yeah, is that not like?
No,
Is that
he-
just more just?
he's just
dancing
an
around?
idiot. Yeah, for
There you go.
king's entertainment.
The cat fits.
But yeah, I don't know if I don't know if in Salem there were just witches or there was deemed as wizards, but we drowned them as well. Because you only ever the women, don't you?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sexist.
Bit dark for this light-hearted podcast. What else you got?
I've got one more.
I've got one more as well.
Which is what I consider is my best one.
Well, probably my best one.
An exercise bike. So bikes were around, weren't they? You had to let your penny farthing
Yeah.
and that. How would you say to somebody? Because mainstream exercise wasn't a thing, was it? People would have done like sport, played football and rugby and things like that. But how would you explain to somebody, yeah, this is just for exercise. You're just going to sit on this bike. Do you know where you're going? Nowhere.
Yeah.
You're just going to sit there and pedal. For what benefit? It's for your health.
We need to now because we've got so much spare time and so much gluttonous. We're all fat, so you need to exercise. Back in the day, you had to survive. You didn't eat for pleasure, did you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they were smoking 900 cigarettes a day, so health was never an issue, was it?
No, and to be fair, everyone was dying early, weren't they?
Rickets.
Yeah, average age probably about 50, wasn't it? And that's a bit older than 50s.
Yeah.
Don't know. Anyway.
But just explaining that concept,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
we're gonna put.
Yeah, but like a gym. Do you know if you said to someone, we've got a gym, here's a gym, what would you do in here? Well, you run, you lift weights. What do you mean? I spent 8 hours on the fields lumbering.
Look at hay bales around.
And now I'm gonna go work out.
Oh, but what you could do though is you could take your shirt off and pose in front of the mirror, almost do like a slow dance.
Yeah,
How does that suit you?
I like it. Can I do it?
Do you remember? I don't know if this has been slightly before your time. When I first started in fitness, the women wore like lycra, like with like a thong.
Yeah. On the outside. Yeah.
Like the Eric Prydz video.
Yeah.
How would you explain that? This is what people are wearing now to do their exercise.
I'm surprised it's not come back though. I genuinely am surprised.
He's hoping
because everyone's back in lycra, everyone's back in like skin tight. There was a phase where people wasn't wearing, but like now everyone's in like such tight gear.
and
I'm surprised it's not back.
And then like TikTok leggings are designed to curvature of your.
Yeah. Which those pants did, didn't they? Because obviously it ran up the back, puffed out the bum.
It's the only reason I got into leisure.
But yeah. I mean, if you went back and explained about grooming, like, something as simple as that. Like you went back, maybe not 1950s, but further away, you shaved that, love.
All right. That's not what I thought you meant.
I realised that.
Why are we going there?
That was the most amazing thing. Grooming. No, I mean like shaving, cutting hair off and stuff. Once again, our minds are not in sync ever. One of us says something, the other like interprets it and goes, yeah, that's what it means.
Oh dear me. I'm crying.
I've got one more anyway before we wrap this up.
Good.
I want to take a Rubik's Cube and give it to Da Vinci and say, solve that, you clever get.
You flash bastard.
Yeah. Can you solve that bastard?
Yeah, the Rubik's Cube's evolved as well, hasn't it?
Has it?
Well, like not Rubik's Cube, but there's other Rubik's things in there. Like
Do you know the guy who invented the Rubik's Cube?
Mr. Rubik.
I don't think he even solved his own cube, did he? Or it took years before someone. I'm maybe get the facts wrong here, but I'm sure that he invented it and no one really solved it for ages.
I've never solved one.
I have. I learned the pattern and everything.
Yeah.
In lockdown, I could do it.
I tried watching a video and it said you just literally like you turn one bit, then rotate it, and then turn another bit. And you just keep doing that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
It didn't work. Or the way I did it didn't.
Yeah, so it's like. So the first thing you do is you turn it to get a white cross. Start with a white. You do a cross on the bottom. So once you've got the white cross on the bottom, which you have to then fiddle it together. Once you've got there, then it's a sequence. It's like spin that left, turn that right, spin that back, and then
do
do.
that first.
You need to get the cross on the bottom first, and then pretty much you're off, and then you get like one side. So like each layer's got its own thing. So what you do is you like the white cross on the bottom, and then I think you like sort of solve the bottom, and then you like work up in layers, sort of thing.
It was fun until that bit.
Yeah, it was good. Well, the podcast.
Yeah.
Hate you.
Right, let's do this again next week. That was fun. We need to have a word about what you're thinking.
It's what you're thinking.
I'll see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday.
Keep smiling.
Stay safe.
Thank you for listening right to the end of this week's podcast, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at dad_tales_, or get involved by emailing us at dadtales@outlook.com. You can also now join our Facebook page by searching Dad Tales.
Keep the feedback coming. We are genuinely humbled by all the input and the comments you are providing us. Stay safe, celebrate small victories, and keep smiling.